Come and join me on the rug, on the rug. Hold your hands together, hold your hands together in your lap, in your lap. Good morning, boys and girls. How are you this morning? I'm a little tired and I kind of wanted to stay in bed because it's a little bit dark out this morning, but we'll talk about that in a bit. But first, we have to talk about our month. We are in the month of May, and it is a very fun day. And I forgot about what day it is until I saw Jackson and his sister Emerson making tacos for Cinco de Mayo. I love that day. That means it is the 5th of May. So I'm going to write a number 5 on my Tuesday, right there. Number 5, Cinco de Mayo. Cinco is 5 in Spanish. And in a couple days, it is my daughter's birthday, and she's going to be helping me today in a little bit with some of our color experiments. All right, we're going to talk about the weather. If everybody looks out their window, I'm going to look out mine. It is dark. I think it's supposed to rain most of the day, and it's cold. Mrs. Correa has already been outside taking her car in, and she said it is very cold. So it might be one of those days where we have to play inside, which is fine. So I'm going to show you my weather wheel. Again, I could probably do cloudy, and I could probably do rainy today because I think the rain is coming again. But you know what? We talked about this. We need rain because we need the flowers, the grass, and the trees to grow, and all of our beautiful plants. So rain is very, very important. All right, boys and girls. So I'm going to have my daughter help me out a little bit. Okay, I have like 3 things I need to get going. We were talking about colors, and I sent some things to you in a newsletter, some of the activities we're going to do. And we're going to start with something really simple. And here, I'm going to grab this and give this to my daughter. And she's going to take, yeah, here we go. So I just took a baggie and I put different colors. These are primary colors. Remember, we have 3 primary colors: yellow, red, and blue. So I just put a little paint in this baggie and closed it up. I have yellow and I have red, but you know what we're going to do? We're going to mix it together. And I want you to see what happens. You can do this at home. This is really fun. I was doing this yesterday, and I was showing my own kids, and they thought it was really cool. And you know what? It's so nice because the bag is shut. And you can start mixing these colors with your fingers, mix it all around, and press it down, and get the colors going. So do you know what, we talked about this yesterday in our Color Rabbit book. Do you know what red and yellow make? You can kind of see it coming. Right there. I think it makes orange. There we go. We've got a little air in there. See how I'm mixing all those colors together, or I guess the 2 colors. And you can keep playing with that all day and get it really flat. So we have a little bit of yellow down here. We have red over here, but kind of in the middle, we've got orange going on. I did it with another bag too. Here, we have yellow and blue. Do you remember what yellow and blue make when you start mixing it? Here we go. Oh, this one's a little bit easier to see. Do you see that color right in the middle? You're right, that is green. This was really fun for me to do. So this is probably something that you guys could even do at home. And you can just play with it, smash it down, get all the paint throughout the whole thing, make sure the air is out, but this one is really easy to see. Look at that. Then I had one more idea on what to do with it. So I'm going to take a Q-tip. Watch what I'm going to do. You can make little designs. You can draw You know what? Just a second. It'd be easier maybe if it was on white. There we go. You can work on your shapes. I did a square, a triangle, maybe do a circle. There we go. So that is one little activity that you can do at home if you have some paint and some extra baggies around and a Q-tip. All right, so now we're gonna move on to the next one. I am so glad I have my daughter here to help me. All right, now do you remember last week when we were talking about the volcano and lava? Well, we're gonna use some of the same ingredients and we're gonna see a reaction here. So I spread out some baking soda. And remember, we put vinegar on our baking soda to make the lava, and it spewed out and it bubbled and so forth. Well, today, I just put some baking soda on a tray. I have, I didn't have an eyedropper, but I have this syringe. I'm gonna take this. This is food coloring mixed with vinegar. And I'm just gonna start putting it all over. Watch it, you can hear it. You can hear it bubble up. I'll take some more. If you have an eyedropper, that's fine. I love that sound. And you know what? If you notice, if you look really close, see how it's creating these little holes, little craters in there? What do you think? Should I do a different color? Get some of that out. Okay. How about some yellow? Oh, gotta do that again. Okay, I wonder what it's gonna look like in the baking soda. I like that sound. Sounds kind of like when you open up a can of pop, you hear the fizz. How about some blue? Wow, is that color pretty? And then eventually you can watch these colors kind of blend into each other and turn into different colors. I'm gonna get a little more of that blue. I really like that color blue. So it's just a little vinegar and food coloring and baking soda is all you need. And you can create a really, really cool design. I think more than anything, I kind of like the sound of it. And then, I don't know, I'm gonna touch it too. So this feels dry. It's kind of like powder. And this is spongy. If you try this at home, you will notice the difference in the feeling. It feels like it almost looks like a sponge too, but it feels very spongy. And I like when those colors blend together. You can kind of see right there. But anyway, so that is a really fun activity that you could try at home. Thank you, Miss Morgan. I have one, well, maybe two more things to show you. I don't know how I'm doing on time. Okay, let's do this one. So this is I used a pie plate and it's, I can move this. This is a pie plate and I put milk in it. Now you can use any type of milk you have at home. I have almond milk, so that's what I poured into my pie plate. I'm going to take my blue food coloring and they want you to put it on the edge. Okay. I'm gonna take my red. I might even need more. You can tell that the almond milk is a little bit thicker, maybe than normal milk. Now this is something new. I haven't tried this yet. I'm hoping it does what it says it should do. I feel like I should Do a little more blue, a little more red, and a couple more squirts of yellow. Okay, and I think this was in the newsletter as well. Then I'm going to take my Q-tip and stick it in some dishwashing liquid. Oh, it does work, yay! When you put the dishwashing liquid in it, it starts to expand. Look at that going into the middle. That is really neat, okay? I'm gonna turn this over. Let's try red and see what happens. Okay, then you keep going. I'll use this one for yellow. Wow, that's really neat. I didn't realize it would just react so quickly, the dishwashing liquid, and how it's spreading out all those colors. That is really neat. Looks like we got a little bit more. Gonna do blue again. And one more red, and then I think what I want to do is swirl it around and see the designs I can make. That is really neat. I have never done that before. This is the first time, guys. I'm so glad that it's turning out, and it's very easy. And then you could start to swirl the colors of that. And remember, you have these primary colors in here, and they're probably making lots of other different colors. And I like using it in a pie plate because it doesn't get as messy. And you can keep changing your design. Wow, okay, I really like that. Really, really like that. So very fun. I'm gonna check my time and see if there's time for one more. I'm just gonna do, okay, really quick, one more thing this morning. Look at this. I bought this, I think at the Learning Post. It's nice for kids because it has this handle. Let's put some blue and some yellow. And I think we already know what that's going to make. I'm going to swirl it around. And it turned green. And I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to pour the rest of my dish soap in there. And I bet you know what happens. Do you see the bubbles coming? Look at the bubbles of my green water. Awesome. Well, I need to thank my daughter, Morgan, whose birthday is coming up. Morgan, take a bow. Just a minute, let me get you. Take a bow, Morgan. She leaves today for Milwaukee, going back home. So thanks everybody for joining us today. That was so much fun. I love to work with colors, and I hope you do the same at home. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye.